to this live, tuning into the full moon and Ophiuchus energy that's happening right now. It's a very intense one, at least for me. Ophiuchus energy is very intense, very otherworldly. Just going to give a few minutes to see if anybody comes in. Curious to see if anybody else is feeling the energy strongly as I am. Being guided just to like kind of meditate here for a few minutes. So if you want to sit here and kind of take in this full moon energy and meditate with me. And breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. So there's some intense energy coming in right now. Even if you tune into this, after the fact, everything happens in divine timing, so you might be feeling this energy at this time as well. Hello, welcome to the live. Just taking a couple deep breaths, meditating with this full moon energy. It's very intense. Give it one more minute. I'll start going into kind of the details of the chart for the full moon. Hi, welcome to this live. Just taking a few deep breaths, a few minutes to meditate, get grounded with all this intense energy coming in with the full moon and Ophiuchus. Okay, so let's get into the chart, what I'm seeing in the chart for this full moon in Ophiuchus. If you don't know what Ophiuchus is, it's the 13th sign in the zodiac. Just going to give a brief kind of overview. Got some chamomile tea over here. I'm going to sip as we're doing this live. But Ophiuchus is kind of, it's very complex. It's the 13th sign of the zodiac. The symbol is the man holding the serpent, so it represents a lot of different things, but in the context of the symbol, it represents unifying the left brain, the right brain, logic, intuition, so that you can become a whole being. So it also represents uniting duality, dark versus light, quote-unquote good versus quote-unquote evil, because depending on who you're talking to, that, you know, it's relative, but we're talking in the context of like universal order. And so with full moon and Ophiuchus, it also, this energy resonates with the quantum realm. So you have to think of this energy existing outside of time or linear time. So everything that has been, will be, is all occurring in the now, and that's what this energy resonates with. And so what that looks like when you're mixing it with the full moon energy or any placement, any planet, is it's essentially creating a portal. And it's like a portal to be able to basically jump timelines, jump ahead, quantum leap through facing traumas and old pain and baggage, you know, that maybe you've had very buried deeply within yourself. And full moons kind of bring up, you know, deep emotions anyways, but this full moon in particular, being in Ophiuchus, it's like not only traumas from this life, but it's traumas from all your past lives, or if we're really talking quantumly, it would be parallel lives. But just to help you kind of get an idea, it would be from this perspective as a human that you're having right now, it would be your past lives. So we also have Pluto and Aquarius trining the sun and sextiling the moon, so interacting with this full moon. And that's just helping to facilitate this process. Especially it's with being the beneficial aspects with the sextile and the trine, it just flows more easily. In Pluto and Ophiuchus energy is never easy. It's very challenging energy, but the rewards pay off heavily if we work through our trauma and face that pain that is not easy to face. I mean, most people, they don't want to go to therapy. They don't want to look at those deeper wounds, you know. And again, some of these wounds you may not even have been conscious of. They're just coming up. The full moon is showing light on these, and a lot of them can just be feelings. You might not necessarily have the details, like picturing details, but nevertheless, it could be pain or traumas from past lives as well that you've carried into this life, and it's time to let go and transmute it. And in doing so, you can literally like jump timelines and quantum leap into an even better, version of yourself. So that's kind of what the gist of this full moon is helping us to do at this time, is to just saw 11:11, and there is one person in this live, so that was an interesting synchronicity from the divine. But that's essentially the gist of what this full moon is helping us to do right now, is helping us to heal traumas across the board so we can become the best versions of ourselves that we can be. So, see if there's anything else I need to speak on this. This is just a super chill reading, so, and more of a discussion. If people have any questions, that is. But, so I'm not pulling any cards tonight. But I just felt guided to get on here and kind of talk about what I saw in the chart and what I was feeling, what was, coming in with this energy. Also, if you happen to know, like, where your houses are, if you've pulled up your astrology chart and you know what your houses, like the signs on the cusp of each house are, that can give you more context into how this energy is playing out for you personally. Because each house is like an area of life. And that's where you can see this energy playing out more specifically. So yeah. Give a few more minutes, see if anybody comes in has any questions before I close out this live. It is an interesting vibe, like it's an intense, and that's kind of a good way to describe Ophiuchus, is it's very intense because it's spirit. It's the only sign that has the ether element. Technically, everything is spirit, everything's connected to spirit, but again, this energy is kind of, and the people that embody this energy are essentially like walking portals of source. It doesn't make them better than anybody else or anything like that. It doesn't make Ophiuchus better than the other signs. It's just like, it's a very high responsibility and a very huge privilege to carry this energy if you have it natally. Because you hold a lot of power and you carry a lot of weight, and that's not to like get anybody's egos, people in their ego. It's just it's a very huge responsibility that your soul took on, and if you carry this energy, you probably are an old soul and have had many lives, because to have this energy, you have to have experience as a soul, because again, you're kind of like an ambassador of spirit in human form. And again, not to say that the other signs can't do that. they most definitely can. It's just that if you have Ophiuchus energy, it's like a more direct, kind of bypasses the veil. It really does. It's like it's a portal. It bypasses the veil of illusion in this 3D realm. So these people just can easily access the other side and source. And so yeah, that's hence why it's a lot of responsibility. And I would say anybody who has this energy too is meant to be a leader. Now that's going to look different for everybody, but yes, you're probably meant to be a leader. So yeah, if you have any Ophiuchus placements, okay, so let me explain how I use Ophiuchus. So I take the last 20 degrees, I'm sorry, the last 10 degrees of Scorpio and the first 10 degrees of Sagittarius, and that's Ophiuchus for me. So that means Scorpio, Ophiuchus, and Sagittarius each get 20 degrees each. So it's not even exactly, but it's at least even between those three signs. That's how Spirit guided me to use Ophiuchus. And so if you happen to have traditionally Sagittarius at 2 degrees, that's what this full moon is sitting at, you could be feeling this very strongly. So it's going to be hitting that planet or that angle or that body, strongly. So just something to think about and look into and meditate on if that resonates. And yeah. So I think that is good for tonight. I think I'm gonna wrap this live up. Okay, I'm here and give it a few more minutes. So I will just sip on my chamomile. Wait to see if anybody else comes in and like to discuss this energy. Hi, welcome in. Just have been speaking on this full moon in Ophiuchus and just kind of how it's playing out. It's very intense energy tonight. Intense but calm, which is very Ophiuchus because it's about uniting duality. I can feel it. I don't know about you guys, but I can definitely feel it in the crown. There's like a lot of pressure in my crown chakra tonight. You guys have any questions on this full moon Ophiuchus? If you would, please leave a like. It really helps with the algorithm and my channel and getting this video out and stuff like that. Hi, welcome in. Any questions on full moon tonight? least it's tonight where I am. All right, well, I'm going to wrap this live up and wish everyone well. Wish you a good evening, good day, good morning, wherever you are when you see this. And I would definitely appreciate you subscribing to the channel, sharing this, liking it. Definitely helps my channel, and yeah, just wish everyone well, and hope you can integrate this energy and be able to transmute the energy, the traumas that are coming up, heal them so that you can move forward, like I said earlier, even a better version of yourself. So take care, everybody.